Hey guys, we finally got CC3, the class change number 3 with Darkness Walker for us Ranger. In this video we are going to talk about the skill, the talent, the stat, and also want to speak a little bit about the cat ban. As usual, remember to like the video, subscribe if you didn't already, and let's get into it. Let me start by saying two things also. First one is that I didn't drink coffee today because it's very late at night when I'm recording the video. So hopefully I will speak slower than the last one, because last one I had a lot of people telling me I was speaking too fast. And the second thing is that I took my information as usual from Lucky Crit server, and so big thanks to them. And also some other information from the message that Natto sent on the official Discord of the game in the section for the Ranger class. And that's it, that's where I got the information. I don't take credit for anything, it's all on them. And so yeah, let's start. So first of all, this is the general skill setup that I see everybody agree on, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem. As you can see, I tried a bunch of different builds, but they all have the same skill, the same setup. So as you can see, the core is the new skill, obviously, for the new class change. Then we also have one in the tactical and two in the passive. It's all the skill that you can get legendary from the rate up banner. No, it's not really a rate up, it's like event banner that we get every time when we change the class. So it's not gonna be that difficult to get them all legendary. And also the other one are all previous skills. So if you got them legendary before, it's gonna be very easy to get all legendary setup for the skill. And so let's start to speak about the stat first and then the talent. And the reason is because the talent you're going to choose kind of depend on the stat that you have. So right now my stat situation is a little bit bad. Okay, it's not little bit, it's bad, it's very bad. And let's start to see from crit and determination. As usual, these are the important stat. These two plus accuracy, obviously. You always want to reach about 100% accuracy. I don't know about you, for me, recently it's been quite difficult. I think from around the time we got level 140 on the previous class change, it started to be very difficult to stay, like, always on 100%. Especially now, after the class change, it went down again, the accuracy. And I don't know, man, let me know in the comment, am I the only one having trouble to stay at 100%? Because I've seen a lot of people dropping down in accuracy also in the party when I play Rift. So I think it's becoming a little bit more difficult. I could be wrong, but I'm talking about free-to-play and low spender, of course. I know that people that can spend a lot, they don't have that much problem when it comes to the stat, but for normal guys, I think accuracy is becoming a little bit of a problem. And for me, I had to make a lot of sacrifice to get to basically what is 99%, close to 99%. And I had to sacrifice crit damage for this. And I also had to sacrifice a little bit of mastery or haste that I could have put on my Melomon. But I had to go for more accuracy in the skill, in the mystic skill actually. So I'm a little bit upset about it, but it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. And then let's move to crit percentage and determination. As usual, you want to have something between, I would say now, you want to have something between 40 to 50%. Then in the late game, not really late game, but in the late part of this class change 3, so when we start to be around the level 100, I would guess, if it's going to be another 140 level, then at that point you want to be around 60 to 70%. I don't think 60 to 70% is going to be like the cap for people that spend a lot. And for normal people, low spender, free to play, I think realistically you're gonna get close to 60% around the ending phase of this class change. Hopefully I'm wrong, maybe we're gonna get more, but I don't know. Considering the stat that we had for the end of class change 2, I think it's gonna be around 60% if we get things done properly. But so yeah, between 40 to 50 now that we just started, and then try to stay close to 60%, and if you can, go for 70%. And then we have, as usual, haste and mastery. For haste and mastery, I would say give priority to haste, because one of the mechanic that we have now with this class get a boost in damage thanks to haste. So obviously you want to prioritize this one. I would say something between 30 to 40% now that we just got the class, and then in the future you want to stay close to 50%. The same for mastery, 30 to 40%, and then in the future you want to get close to 50%. If you can choose only one, of course, again, go higher, as higher as possible with haste. Once all the three on the left are done and set up properly, I would go for haste. If we don't have enough resource, which is probably what's gonna happen, I would go definitely for haste, and a little bit less for mastery. As usual, these are like the main stat. Then whenever you can, you want to go up also with crit damage, obviously, and also shadow damage. This is the elemental damage for this class, in case you didn't guess, because it's called Darkness Walker, so it's obviously going to be Shadow Element. Now, I wanted to talk about the stat first because the talent is going to change based on that, and also not only the talent here, like the secondary talent, but also the main one. And the reason is that for the main one, for this new class change, you can go, of course, this is just straight. I don't think I have to explain anything about that. And then you can choose between going left and right. Left, the damage is a little bit more stable, while right, you have more burst damage, and it's a little bit more RNG. It's more random. So what you want to do, and is also what Nato explained in his message, and I'm sure he's also going to talk about that in the video, is that the left path is the one that also gives you a boost in critical rate, critical percentage. So if you don't have enough crit rate, you want to go for left. Now, how much is enough crit rate? I would say 50% is what also people agree on Discord. So if you have less than 50% critical rate, you should go for the left side. If you have more than that, you can try with the right side and see the damage. Of course, as usual, this is just generic information that I have and people have, and we tested, but tests depend on a lot of things, on your build, on your situation with Melomon, with Catban, with the ride, with everything. So as usual, I encourage everybody to do their own testing and see what works best, which is also what I did. And for me, I did my test, and the left path is a little bit better. The difference in damage is not that significant, but still, it's better. So of course, I'm using the left one for everything, for basically every mode in the game right now. As you can see, I call them left, right, and then the other one I tried is CDR, is cooldown reduction, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. So for people with under 50% crit rate, I would say left path for the main talent of the class change is the good choice. And then we go for Lightning Reflex for determination and Zealous Burden for crit rate again. Now the thing is, as I mentioned before, there is a third type of build, that is this one, with the instant cooldown for the cooldown reduction of the tactical skill. Now, I tried this build, which is one I saw in the message from Nato. When he tested that, at least this is what I saw in the message, when he did the test, he said this one was providing more damage compared to the one, I don't remember if he used crit rate or determination. In my case, I put crit rate because my determination is much higher than my crit rate. And so I wanted to not really balance them because my determination is still higher, even if I put this talent. But I wanted to keep them a little bit closer to each other instead of having like a huge amount of determination and a very small amount of crit rate. I tried with instant cooldown, but for me the damage was less compared to talent page 1, where I have both crit rate and determination. So again, it's a good idea for you to do your own testing. For me, I tried both with the Dragon. I did one run with one build, one run with another. And then I also tried in the new Rift. I did a team with only bot, so it was just me as a DPS basically. And in both cases, talent page 1, so determination and crit rate was better. I'm sure eventually when I have probably enough stats, so enough crit rate, determination, and haste, this one is gonna do more damage. But for now, the other one is the best option for me. So right now, as I mentioned before, I'm using that preset for everything. So the talent are left path, and then crit rate and determination. And that's it for the talent, really. This one used the same talent as the first one, but it just changed. I go for the right path instead of the left one in the main talent of the class change. And this one is the one we just saw, and I put cooldown reduction, but for me at least it was not doing more damage than the others. And now we talk about the stat, we talk about the talent and the skill. I want to talk very fast about ride. So for me, because as I showed you before, I have much more determination compared to crit rate, and this is not only because of the accessories, I'm still using the 12% determination accessories, but also because of my ride. This one is giving me also a little bit of a boost in determination, despite the fact that in my bonus in the equipment I tried to prioritize crit rate, and I tried to change this one for haste, so I put this one during my test. So as you can see, if I do that, my determination goes down to 46%, which is still higher than crit rate, and my haste goes up to 42%. I tried with this stat the first preset, so the one with the left path, and I still do more damage with higher determination compared to higher haste. So again, I'm sure there's gonna be a point where I will have enough crit rate and enough determination, and at that point haste is going to provide me a better damage, better result. But for now, this is what worked best for me. And I tested this for like all the time I had after work, so I probably spent a good 2 hours trying everything multiple time, dragon and drift. And so yeah, I wanted to specify this, at least for me, for now. Even higher haste doesn't equal higher damage, and determination is better, even if there is a huge difference between my determination and crit rate. And also my haste is not very good. It's like this is 37, I think. Yeah, 37%. And then I want to talk very fast about Catban. So before we were using, I think it was ice elemental damage. So now that we changed the class, we also have to change the Catban. So now you want to go for cool, which, unlike what the name suggests, because cool I would think about ice damage, it does provide shadow damage. And again, as we mentioned before, this class use shadow damage as elemental damage. So you want to go, as you can see, also the game gives you the recommendation. You want to remember to change the bonus of your Catban. To do that, you can just replace them, and then when they ask you, you can just say, where was it? Maybe because this one have the same talent. Let me try with this one. They ask you to do deploy and swap, and in this case you can do swap, and it's gonna level up automatically all the what is the name of this? All the flavor. Oh my god, the flavor. It's gonna level up automatically all the flavor that you had. So don't worry, you're not gonna waste resource. And if you, for whatever reason, you don't wanna do this, you can always reset everything here, get back all the material, and level up everything manually again. You don't need to do it. You can do everything automatic, but if you want, you can do it. And yeah, that's it really. In my case, I'm still using the pink cheese cat because you see my accuracy is not 100%, and I want to be sure to miss the least amount of time as possible. So I use this skill that increases my accuracy rate, other than, of course, my damage. And yeah, I'm having good results so far. I did a bunch of run with the Rift and the Dragon, and most of the time I was almost, sometimes the one dealing most damage, and sometimes I was in the top 3. And so yeah, I'm not disappointed by this class. I did a bunch of run in Rift with the Assassin. I didn't see any mage yet, honestly. I did a bunch of run with Assassin, and I was doing much more damage than them. Most of the time I was doing double the damage. So I'm very happy because as you can see from here, we're gonna stick to this class for about 2 months. So it's a long time, and thanks God this time the class is good. It's not like CC2. CC2 was not that great, at least for me. Around the end it was okay, but this one is much better in my opinion. It's also more simple. We only have one build right now, at least for me. There's only one build that works, so it's very easy to set up everything. And now I just have to work on my stat, and that's pretty much it. And I forgot to do the boss. And yeah, that's it for the video. Let me know in the comment if you like the new class change, and also the thing about the accuracy. I really want to know your opinion, guys, because I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, or there is actually like the accuracy in the game slowed down, like they ask too much. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.